Hello, everybody. Welcome to your tarot show for the 23rd of August, 2026. It's going to be coming on in the order that we usually are going to do. I hope that you enjoy. Figure this out. It's got to be loopable, loop-worthy, you know? So it's getting better. Isn't it spooky, kind of? What do you think, Aries? I don't really love it. I like it so much. So, we're going to start over for you, alright, Aries? I do hope that you don't mind. But yeah, we'll get there eventually. So, I hope that you end up liking this. Kind of sounds like an emergency vehicle, doesn't it there, Aries? That's kind of a weird sound. But it's what you're getting. So, love it. I still gotta get your cards out anyways. How about that nonsense? So disorganized. Terribly sorry there, Aries. Anywho, let's shuffle up for the 23rd. Because it's gonna be better than this music is. I'm sure of that. Oh boy, Aries. I want something different. Anyway, Aries, your strength for the new camera location that I'm still obviously getting used to. Looks like you're not going to be wanting to participate in something with somebody. You're going to rather express yourself, and maybe this might be saying that Aries is going to feel themselves a little bit tied up and preoccupied tomorrow, and that's going to mean that although they can be there for you emotionally, they're not going to physically probably be present. Our Aries people. They might have some business needing to be attended to. I don't know. So let's clarify, if you don't mind. Aries is 23rd. They got the 8 of Swords, which is kind of a terrible energy of being stuck and unable to do anything for yourself in life. And that's a very, very poor energy to be feeling. So, clarifying that, we see the Knight of Swords, the 3 of Wands upright, and the Queen of Cups again upright. So, obviously, whatever you're going through, Aries, you're going to be able to talk about it with somebody and get it off your chest, which will probably help you to process it a lot more. So, the Queen of Cups, yeah, definitely a good energy. Let's read about what the book says just directly. So, the Queen of Cups is a gracious and sensitive woman who settles difficult situations with her loving kindness. Yeah, so you're very kind. And your message for you, Aries, is don't kid yourself with them. Yeah, essentially somebody's letting you know how they feel about you, but this is only going to put you in kind of a holding pattern of waiting. So it's not recommended. It's not recommendable. If that makes any sense. Yes. It sure does. It's cool to see the Queen of Cups upright 2 times in that. So anyways, moving right along, we're going to interview, or we're better yet going to get some readings for Leos coming up on the 23rd of August 2026. How are you going to be feeling and shit like that? Let's go ahead and find out for real quick. Yeah. Anyways, Leos, this is a very danger-esque song for you. Hopefully your 23rd of August isn't quite as dangerous as this song is making it sound like it might be. Anyways, your strength is the Lover's card. Challenging you is the 9 of Wands in the reverse. That's a good energy for a challenge. It looks to me like, Leo, you're going to be feeling relatively excellent tomorrow. You're going to have some kind of a strong relationship that is going to more or less relieve a lot of stress off of your chest, and that kind of thing is appreciated. What is she barking at? Oh dear. Oh. Off the beat. Sorry. Let's get a little classier for Leos, if you don't mind. So, yeah, Leos. Kind of weird, eh, Leo? Yeah. Leos, going to be able to find your way to having this relationship that you'll be going into really carry a lot of traumas off of your, your being, and that's a really helpful energy, Anyways, we'll get a message for you now, Leos, or let's clarify better. Why the Seven of Swords outcome? Why does it seem like you need to be a little bit sneaky and maybe pull a fast one in order to get your way tomorrow? Because that's not good. Come on now, that's terrible. The Lovers to the Seven of Swords? How do you get there so fast? I don't know, but we'll find out now for Leos. Excellent. It goes down. The Queen of Wands and the Five of Wands reversed. As well as the Five of Wands reversed. No, that's the Three. Three of Wands reversed. Interesting. So, Leos, it looks to me like you are going to be putting the charm on, like the Queen of Wands would. Somebody is going to be, needing to be persuaded, and so you're going to make it so that they are persuaded in a way that causes them to feel like time is of the essence, and they need to just make peace with something right now. And that's an excellent trait which Leos might possess, is the gift of gab. Anyways, your message is money matters. Yes, it does. Feel free to donate down below. Yay. Buy me music lessons. Yes, that's what we'll invest in. Anyways, love you so much. Moving along to Sagittarians, though. I wanted to just try something out, because why not? Maybe the electrical interferences from last night will have, finished. That would be pretty cool if I could play the guitar now. So I guess it will. Well, freaking-tastic then. I'd much rather do this, I think. Wouldn't I? Yeah, it's just easier. That's weird. Sagittarius, we're going to get right along with your reading because I know you really don't give a shit about it. So we're going to just proceed nonchalantly, if you please. I like the way that this will sound a little bit more, I don't know. Guitars are fun, right? The King of Swords reversed, the challenge being the Five of Wands, and the outcome being the Emperor is kind of an interesting energy or set of energies. You're going to be letting your actions do all the talking for you, and it might be kind of a challenge with some other people that you're involved with, but in the end you're going to be feeling more like in charge because of it, whatever the struggle is that you'll be going through. Okay, Sagittarius? Anyways, that's what I would like like to impress upon Sag, but if you don't mind, we'll clarify what the Five of Wands is. I fucked that up, but it's no matter to Sag. I think, right? Yeah, Sag don't give no monkey's ripped ass. Let's clarify why this Five of Wands is challenging Sag. It would be nice to know the details, right? Yeah, alright. Sag is clarified by the Five of Swords reversed. Maybe not giving up on something that you wanted to walk away from. Maybe you're still staring at something and trying to objectify something that you have long been staring at and you've had your eyes on, but you're coming to the conclusion that you don't have anything to say about the matter. The King of Swords in the reverse. You're unwilling to give up a situation, but you also don't know how to defend that. So that's kind of a problem. To see the King of Swords in the reverse twice will indicate that Sag has some kind of situation where the cat's got his tongue and he doesn't know what to say about some situation that somebody might ask about. That's pretty funny. But yeah, anyways. The Emperor in the end could also indicate an Aries energy. I don't know, Sag. Stop beating yourself up. Lies, lies, lies! Yeah, maybe Sagittarius is being lied about or is lying to others. That's a good reading for what the King of Swords in the reverse would certainly embody or indicate. So Sag, if that's you that's telling little fibs, I wouldn't do that. Jesus is always watching, as well as perhaps others too. Who knows? You know, the government's got the technology now to know if you're in your home just because of you having a Wi-Fi router. They can track movement through the ripple in the Wi-Fi waves that emit from the router and flood our house. Yeah, it's secret technology, I guess. Hell, they've been having cameras and microphones in everything since the Cold War. You can expect that people are watching you. So, behave yourself, Sag. That's what I was going to say. Anyways, let's move along to maybe some water signs. And while we are doing water signs, we're going to play along with this. It doesn't matter. Anyways, we're going to move right along to, if you don't mind, our favorite air signs. So, you're next, Aquarius. How about them apples? Just the order we had it in. Because I don't feel like getting too creative all the time. So, for Aquarius, the Knight of Wands is in reverse for their strength. They might be feeling a little bit depleted of energy, indeed. That might be something that I too am suffering from just a little bit, boo-boo. So I think that maybe I'll go and get me an energy drink after reading for Aquarius, though, I think. So yeah, the Knight of Wands reversed Aquarius tells me that you might be having some kind of interruptus occur in your schedule and you're not going to be able to continue with the obligations that you had made. This challenging you is the strength in the reverse. Like I said, you just are suffering from incredible lethargy about some situation. You have no more will or desire to proceed in it, and it's making you sad to think about it. And maybe you just need a nap, Aquarius. So that's an entirely possible solution. let's clarify why the Strength is in the reverse for the challenge. Because that's a heavy kind of like oppression. I think I have to declare that it could be a Leo, and like some Leo that you're not seeing eye to eye with, but I'm feeling more like it's just you being depleted. Yeah, like that. Good morning. Anyways, the Strength in the reverse. Thank you, please. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. The Page of Swords in the reverse. You never even saw it coming. And the Sunshine in the upright position. Yeah, it entirely could be a Leo, or it could just be you being really happy with the fact that this reading is accurate, but all in all, you're exhausted and you don't really like to talk about it or know how to explain it so well. But yeah, needless to say, you're burnt out for the day. Here's your message anyways, Aquarius. I hope that you recover. Your message is, something's fishy. Meh. Well, I don't know. Perhaps you have a chemical imbalance. I don't know. It's what the voices in my head tell me I've got constantly. It's quite aggravating, but they seem to mean well, so I let them stick around. Anyways, we're moving on now to our Libras, because I don't think Gemini really cares if they go last again. Plus, I've already got the little sheet made in that order, and that would be so bloody inconvenient to have to copy and paste all those silly signs again, I think. So anyways, before we do this though, I think why the hell not pause it, go get something to eat, and an energy drink, since I got those. Yeah. Whew. Okay, well, welcome back. This one's for Libra. So grateful to be here. Looks like Libra is going to be having some kind of a day tomorrow, indeed. There's going to be some kind of an ending and perhaps new beginning with a relationship in your life there, Libra. But it's going to be very slow moving. And it might kind of put you at a pace where you feel like you can handle things on your own just fine. But nevertheless, you might maybe want to open up to other people helping you if they offer. Couldn't hurt. Try not to go really slow if you're working with others, you know what I mean? Just that will certainly cause them to want to break off and be independent if you hold them back. So let's clarify why this Three of Pentacles is in the reverse for Libra. That's interesting. There's the Six of Wands in the reverse. The Two of Cups upright. That's what I thought, yeah. And the Devil card upright. Ooh, the lolly. On the bottom of the deck, too, is the Ace of Pentacles. It would appear maybe this relationship was crafted in the depths of hell itself. But the Five of Wands in the reverse tells me that it might be a peaceful one, even though it's definitely some kind of codependent and maybe toxic for you. Okay, Libra? Just saying. Anyways, here's your message. Reminiscing about the past. Yeah, Libra is thinking back to an old friend. And, I don't know, maybe you're going to be taking your life a little bit more slowly in the future because of realizing this. Yippers. Alright, good luck with that, Libra. Next up to Gemini. I would be honored. Gemini, there's a Two of Cups in the reverse for you for your strength. That's lame. Gemini is going to be hanging some kind of friend of theirs out to dry, it would seem. in order to feel good about themselves, Gemini is maybe going to tell a lie that is going to end a relationship, or perhaps a lie about a relationship which has ended. And that sucks. Challenging you being the Six of Wands will clarify that. Why is Gemini finding it difficult to celebrate things in their life right now? I know a friend of mine, I shouldn't gossip, but he's probably going through kind of a hard time right now. He's a Gemini. Yeah, the Ace of Swords in the reverse is such a potent energy of like antithesis, anti-truth, anti-effort. It's not a very great energy. So let's clarify why the Six of Wands is here. Oh, there's the Ace of Swords again, but this time it's upright. Wow, that's odd. This is the third reading this show that's had like duplicate cards come out for each deck. Anyways, yeah, Gemini, perhaps somebody at one point did say the truth about some situation and it caused you to judge it from a standpoint of being very sad over it, and it makes you depressed to think about, and that's why the challenge for you is the Six of Wands, because the truth hurts, apparently, in this situation. So Gemini, here's your message card. It says, are you high or something? Man, that would probably, that might be why the lying, Addicts like to lie to themselves and to others. That's an interesting message to get. That's the only one like that in the deck, so. Maybe Geminis are dealing with a drug problem then. Who knows? Moving along now to our Scorpios. I think so, that we do. We'll go with you. I hope that you don't mind being number, 7? Yeah, Scorpio's okay with being 7. Your strength being the 5 of Pentacles reversed. Challenge is the 9 of Cups, and the outcome is the strength in the reverse. Ah, fuck, Scorpio, come on. Breaking my balls here. Scorpio might have wanted to go back to something that they used to have in their life, which made them really happy, but it nevertheless kind of causes you to realize your own impotence in the situation, and having this helping hand in your life, maybe it's a distant Leo, it could, whoever it is, just be leading you to feel like you're not capable of doing some things on your own, and that's kind of a bummer feeling to have. But it's easy to take on a feeling like that when you have a friend in your life that literally handles everything for you. Or like you live with your parents and they do that, or whatever have you. Anyways, why the strength in the reverse? The 4 of Wands upright. The 7 of Wands upright. Okay. And the Hierophant in the reverse. And the Judgment on the bottom of the deck. Right, so Scorpio, you are beating yourself up. You have every freedom in the world, the 4 of Wands, to go ahead and live your life how you'd like to. But instead, you've got the 7 of Wands energy of beating yourself up all the time. And maybe the Hierophant in the reverse tells us that you're like doing it in a radical way. Like some way that nobody else has really done it before you. And that's a shame. I hope that you aren't like physically harming yourself at all because of these feelings. If you are, then there are numbers you can call and reach out to. Your message, Scorpio, is a twofer. It says, move on with life and be a real professional boss. Maybe now's the time to dig your heels into your career or something like that, huh, Scorpio? Righto, moving right along to Cancers. I've got some answers for you. You've got questions? Cool. Let's go ahead and give some cards to Cancer. The strength being the 6 of Swords means that you'll be moving on from some situation in your life. The challenge being the High Priestess in the reverse tells me that you are kind of making decisions in a more secular and materialistic sort of lens or view. And the outcome for you being the Queen of Swords tells me that you will need to be gentle with how you speak your truth and try to approach it from maybe more of a feminine, gracious, compassionate sort of energy. Wow, that's pretty good. Tastes like some soda. Anyways, I'd like to clarify, why are my cancers having the High Priestess in the reverse? That is a distant Piscean energy, perhaps, but I feel as though it's more just you being out of touch with your own soul, oversoul. Clarify just what that might be fixed like. If it were to be this way, then it would be unfixed. Yeah, the Five of Wands, some kind of external struggle and battle. The Temperance card in the reverse, which means ill temperance and not very good balance in your life. And the fucking Nine of Swords upright. That's a terrible, terrible energy of a lot of sadness and pain and frustration in your fucking life. So that's what comes out when you don't listen to your gut feelings, I guess, Cancer. That's essentially what I feel here. So, we're going to give you a message and then move on. I hope that you can try to listen to your gut feelings and not be a slave to them, to your carnal. Don't be a slave to your material self, your dense self. You know, we are spiritual beings entirely as well. Right. This one will work. Okay, so yeah, your message is to seek a detour, for sure. Really sorry, but I would do that if I were you, Cancer. Right. Oh wait, did I give you a message? Yes, I did. Yeah. Seek a detour. Alright, Pisces, you're next. But I kind of want to do something, so. So Pisces, you're going to be with me through the creation of this beat. You got two for your strength. The Knight of Swords reversed and the Four of Swords reversed. Challenge for you, Pisces, is the Six of Wands, some kind of feeling of accomplishment. And the outcome is the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Ah, caramba. A lot of money problems for Pisces, it would appear. You are able to get a lot done without really burdening other people and having them, put out an inconvenience. And so that's a good thing. Yeah, Pisces, that's a pretty good feeling for other people. And so now let's clarify why the challenge for Pisces is this Six of Wands. How come they're not able to celebrate how they feel? And it ends in a Ten of Pentacles in the reverse kind of ugly feeling. That's not cool. I don't want that for them. My Pisces, who I love so much. They deserve the best, after all. So, clarifying that. We get the Queen of Swords in the reverse. The Ten of Cups upright. Maybe somebody's being a little mealy-mouthed, Pisces, saying things that they don't really mean, perhaps. You also get the Sun up, which is an excellent kind of energy. Perhaps Pisces is thriving and is the happiest they've ever been because they're able to have a sailor's mouth and speak to people rather crudely. Maybe that is what makes Pisces smile. Your message is more than one way to skin a cat. Yeah, I suppose there are more than one way to achieve the Ten of Cups and the Sunshine card in your reading. That is so happy. I don't even know how happy could that possibly, how could you be that happy, Pisces? That's too happy. Personally, I don't understand. Anyways, let's move along now. Two Capricorns, hooray! We're gonna make pretty good time on this, or I'll be darned, alright, Cap? We're at about 35 minutes so far, and I've gotta make it to work in a couple hours, so I need to wrap this up now. I don't think I'm gonna have time to shower. Oh well. I showered yesterday. So, Capricorn, this is for your 23rd of August, 2026. That's tomorrow, if I'm honest. Today is Saturday, the 22nd, and we're going to be going into Sunday, the 23rd, I think, tomorrow. Yeah, so the strength for you that day is you'll be looking away from some things, and you'll be able to tell it how it is and dispel up any secrets. Like the moon in the reverse for your outcome, you're going to be seeing things as they appear to be, and you won't be dumbed down to, I don't know, seeing them through a lens. Yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and we'll clarify why Capricorn's got the Ace of Swords upright. It's a challenge for them to speak their truth in their mind and get a point across. That's not like Capricorn, is it? Let's see. Why is Cap having a hard time speaking how they feel? They too have the High Priestess in the reverse, not listening to their spiritual intuition so much. The Six of Pentacles upright and the Three of Wands upright tells me that you are busy trying to make things ameliorated between other parties in your life, and in order to get that done, you've had to divvy out material wealth and things like that to them in as equal a fashion as you possibly could. So, let's give you a message, Capricorn. When you're doing that, be sure to ask the right questions and to be patient with the situation before you just go ahead and give somebody something that you feel like will help to balance out the scales between you two. They might take advantage of you. Moving along to our Virgos and this new song, or something like that. You'll see. Ever enjoy a nice raptor? They're pretty good, I guess. Yeah, so Virgo, get down on the floor, because we got squares coming out the door. relax. Get rid of that. And anyways, maybe get rid of all of it. The King of Swords in the reverse would have us draw for silence in order to read Virgo's reading, because we respect them so much. Anyways, the King of Swords in the reverse for your strength can tell me that perhaps Virgo is fibbing about some things. That is kind of an energy of a liar being told, a lie being told, or a liar. And anyways, regardless of that, it could be somebody else who's lying to you, indeed. So, always bear caution. And the Death card in the reverse for your challenge tells me that you may have some difficulty in letting something just remain as it is and not need to be reformulated in order to succeed. You know what I mean? You'll know in the situation when it comes. So yeah, Virgo. Also, the Page of Wands in the reverse for your outcome can tell me that perhaps you don't feel like really putting in much of an effort at all to anything, and what you've given, which is not much at all, is enough in your eyes. And so, F them, you're busy. You got something else going on. And so, the Page of Wands in the reverse is kind of like you've given a little bit, but it was kind of for the wrong reasons. Yeah. The Page of Wands is a person who's prone to rushes of enthusiasm, but still without experience. And when it's in the reverse, I'd say it's because of the fact that you had some kind of experience in the past. Maybe that's why you're not so keen to rush into things. Anyways, the Ten of Pentacles is clarifying it, as well as the Hierophant in the reverse. And the Tower in the reverse. Some kind of situation that you never saw coming caused you to really have a radical experience that changed your life for the better and helped you to make money, actually, in some sense. But nevertheless, it was like kind of a interesting experience that was a once-in-a-lifetime sort of thing that you really couldn't have planned and didn't see coming, but it ended up making your life tenfold more abundant and profitable in your mind. So that's a good thing for Virgo. Here's your message, though. You're irritating. Yeah, I can be. I've heard that, especially from a Virgo. Anywho, have a nice day. Thank you for being in all of our lives, Virgo, and tolerating us. We appreciate you. Last up is Taurus. Yippee-ki-yay. I guess I can have my way with this, too. Yippee-ki-yay. Right, I'm cowboy. I'm gonna fucking pull out all the stops for my Taurus friends, because they deserve no less. Did I just fuck this up, though? Seems to me like it's just not wanting to work. And that is a bitch. Oh, there we go. Well, Taurus, we've reached the end of our line, and that's fine. We're going to go ahead and read for you, starting out with the strength being the Four of Pentacles. You'll be holding on tight to some kind of thing in your life that you've already had a firm grasp upon, which is a nice thing. I was thinking I'd fixed my guitar issue, so that was a good thing, but turns out no. It's still broken, which is kind of weird. Maybe it's the cable. I don't really know. It seems to be working now, though, so we need a little background tune for some Taurus reading. I'm sorry, that's just the way it's got to go. because I want to flow something. Might be a little spastic, but you're gonna be fine there, Taurus. It looks like you are also having a hard time feeling good about yourself for some reason. The Six of Wands upright being your challenge is like you don't have time to celebrate, perhaps. The outcome, however, for Taurus is a good one. It means the Five of Wands in the reverse is a peace being wrought out of some chaotic situation that you in the past been trying to navigate through. And good on you for seeing it through to a successful kind of a situation where peace can be made in the eye of a storm. Let's clarify why the Six of Wands is upright in your challenge for you. How come you are having a hard time celebrating yourself? I got the Empress in the reverse, the Two of Pentacles upright, and the Magician in the reverse. Yeah, I'll say. Taurus, looks like you've been doing a lot of shooting yourself in the foot to some extent and causing yourself to feel like it's all for the best. It is a balance, that it's a trade-off, but I am just not a very attractive person. I am really good at things, and so I have friends, but I don't think that they look at me like somebody that they would want to admire for their beauty, or maybe even some situation that you were in recently, Taurus, caused you to feel like kind of the ugly duckling and feel sorry for yourself. But nevertheless, it's got you in a grounded state of mind so that you're not so overly sensitive when other people criticize you for some reason, which is not always a bad energy to be in, Taurus. But the Magician in the reverse, I do worry about a little bit. But nevertheless, your message is no going back to yesterday. No, indeed, Taurus. Yesterday is gone forever.